Welcome back to Marvelous Dads. I'm Dave Mendonca. We are talking about She-Hulk episode 3 today. Warning, there are spoilers ahead, so just to keep you in the know there. All right, so let's get right into it. Overall, the episode, you know, it's tabbed as a legal comedy, but I must say so far I'm not feeling the funny. I don't know what it is. Like for instance, right, the fourth wall breaking, you do get a bit more of it in this episode, and I must say, for me, it doesn't lead anywhere. It's pretty vanilla if you compare it to like Deadpool, the snarkiness, the meta, all that sort of stuff. It's funny. It adds texture, richness to the scenes. Where I find when Jen Walters talks to the camera, where are you leading us? What is it adding to the scenes? So, because those fourth wall opportunities are chances to make things funnier, but unfortunately, it doesn't lead anywhere. So far on the funny side of things, I don't think She-Hulk is delivering. I hope it picks up in that realm, but because I still feel like the episodes are building, obviously, to something bigger and greater, and hopefully more opportunities for comedy. So that's one take right there. Just the humor. I thought this episode was meh. It wasn't like really that entertaining, especially from the comedy side of things. However, the mid credit scene did give me a chuckle. Also, we see Wong in this episode, and we do see like his social media profile. I think it's like a LinkedIn kind of profile that Jen Walters' assistant, paralegal assistant, is on. And it says that Wong worked at like Target as like a sales associate or something in Nepal. I want to see that. Okay, that to me is funny. Just seeing that. So sticking with Wong, like this episode is about Emil Blonsky's parole hearing, right? And going from episode 2, where Emil Blonsky is outed as an abomination, like we find out the footage of him in the underground fight club with Wong, obviously from Shang-Chi. So this episode goes into a bit more detail describing how that came to be and what happened. So apparently, Blonsky says that he was forced, right? Forced out of prison. That's what happened. And then later, Wong admitted that he forced him to come out to fight him as part of his Sorcerer Supreme training, right? So, man, some questions here, right? I'm thinking to myself, why Abomination? Why Emil Blonsky? Wong, out of all the MCU villains, why that guy? It just doesn't add up to me. So, man, there's something missing. It doesn't smell right. Is he hiding something? He and Blonsky working on something, cooking up something? I don't know, right? So, but that's the story. Apparently, Blonsky was forced. Wong admitted it, and all that sort of stuff. So it was interesting just to continue with the hearing how in the previous episode, Blonsky talks about his 7 soulmates that he met during the pen pal program. And in my previous video, I dropped in there that maybe it's Thunderbolts he's talking about. It's the new Thunderbolts movie that will be on the horizon. And so in this episode, the 7 soulmates are like these 7 women that are at the parole hearing that are all wearing white garb, like white outfits and stuff like that. In my opinion, that's a smoke screen. Marvel's really good at the smoke screens. So I'm thinking, like, oh yeah, so those are the 7 soulmates. Nah, no. Kevin Feige and your crew, you're doing a smoke screen here. So that was funny, just picking that out. Anyways, so the parole hearing continues. There were a lot of people vouching for Blonsky that he's a reformed man. And even during the episode, he turns into the abomination to show that it's under control, right? So that freaks out everybody. It was cool seeing Abomination, like Tim Roth. You see his face more. I don't know if I didn't. I don't know if I saw that in Shang-Chi, where you see the Tim Roth like physicality, like his face in Abomination's face. I saw that more in this episode than I did in Shang-Chi. So I don't know why that was different. Anyway, so that happened, and what happens with Blonsky? He gets off, and he's not allowed to turn into Abomination. Wong was also told by the parole board after he confessed that he forced Blonsky out of there, like, for the fight, that he committed a crime. He jets. So I thought that was funny. Wong, just the presence of Wong. It's I don't know what it is. It's just like a comforting kind of thing. Such a great character, and obviously the actor is fantastic too. And just his little quips of humor in there. It's cute. It just man, it just seems like the characters other than Jen Walters have I don't know, just more entertainment value. I just find so far Jen Walters is kind of vanilla. It just I don't know if it's just she's not, the character's not getting the right kind of lines or what. It's just not gripping me right now. And even when she's She-Hulk, we haven't really seen her, just get into it and like be funny and just cause some damage and that sort of thing. So we're not getting there. Like, mind you, it's only episode 3, so I'm sure there's still time. So other things I found during this episode, a lot of references to New Asgard and Thor. And we had this light elf. Apparently there's shape-shifting elves that were in Asgard. This one was her name was Runa, and she apparently was like a scam artist and scammed Jen Walters' former co-worker out of 175 grand because she was pretending to be Megan the Stallion, the rapper, that kind of thing. And I thought the shapeshifters were just Skrulls. So I didn't know that elves can do that. So I'm not. I don't know the comics. Like I read some of the comics when I was a kid, but I didn't read anything about shape shifting elves. So please, comments below, show me the comics that revealed that sort of thing. So that was an interesting little like B story in the show, and I just okay, sure, light elves, just go with it. All right, so we'll go towards the end of the episode. She-Hulk, she gets pretty much mugged by a group of guys, and these guys they have like Asgard tech that apparently they stole from like a Asgard construction worker, and they go after She-Hulk and she kicks their butt and that sort of thing. And one of the guys tried to get blood from She-Hulk, right? And they all flee away because they know she just kicked their butts and stuff like that. And one of the guys talks about how their boss won't be happy about this. Okay, so as soon as I heard the boss, what I thought instantly was Kingpin. But then I thought to myself, wait a second. Isn't She-Hulk based in Los Angeles and Kingpin is in New York, right? I thought that. Also, I know Daredevil is going to be a part of this series. So I thought to myself, well, that's also maybe a Kingpin tie-in. But maybe in the 2008 Incredible Hulk film, there was a storyline that was left, untied at the end. I think it was like an end credit scene of that movie where you see Samuel Stearns on the floor, his head pulsating after getting exposed to I think, I forget what it was, if it was Bruce's blood or something. It was might have been Bruce's blood, and his head was pulsating, setting up the potential of the leader, a villain, a Hulk villain. So maybe it's Samuel Stearns. Maybe the MCU is finally tying that loose end. I don't know. But I wonder if it's the leader. I wonder if it's Samuel Stearns as the leader and he wants to create his own army of Hulks. Anyway, just a thought. So I thought that was interesting because I thought, yeah, I was like, who are these guys? Like the guys, like the group of guys are called the Wrecking Crew. And in the comics, they do have ties with like Thor and Loki on Earth kind of thing. And one of the guys or all of them had like Asgardian powers, something like that. Obviously, correct me if I'm wrong. But the Wrecking Crew, the way they were portrayed in the episode kind of it kind of reminded me of the Tracksuit Mafia in the Hawkeye series, more of a comedic kind of take on things. So anyway, so yeah, possible Kingpin, possible leader thing happening. So looking forward to seeing where that goes. All right, so let's talk about the mid-credit scene. In my opinion, easily the best part of this episode. So She-Hulk comes into her office and she sees Megan the Stallion, the obviously the superstar rapper, big time rapper these days. And she has her as a client and gets her to sign some papers. Then before you know it, don't you see 6'7" She-Hulk twerking with Megan the Stallion, and she's telling She-Hulk, she's the best lawyer ever, better than her past lawyer. So when I saw that, I thought that was funny. But it was funny to see She-Hulk working it that way because it's so uncharacteristic of these MCU characters that we've been exposed to in the past. Like you would not see, Captain America twerking. You would not see the Incredible Hulk twerking or maybe Iron Man. I don't know. But very funny scene. I thought that was funny. That made me chuckle a little bit. And I thought Megan the Stallion, I thought she was great in that part of the episode. My take on cameos. Okay, these like cameos of people who are currently, popular. See that I have a little pet peeve about this, right? You see, you date the episode when you have a cameo of a star, whether it's an actor, singer, whatever, you date that episode because say 20 years from now, and I'm not saying this, maybe Megan the Stallion is popular and has like a 20, 30-year career and she's still relevant, right? But if you watch that episode like 20 years from now, it's really dated, right? It's like, who is this person? So anyway, personally, I would stay away from those kinds of cameos. I get it in the moment, we're all prisoners of the moment. It's fun. And it was a fun cameo. There's no doubt about it. It just dates it. It just dates it. And I know that, I remember, was it Avengers Endgame? It got some flack for including like pop culture references, like when Smart Hulk was telling the kids to dab. And that's like such like a, I don't know, 2016, 2017 reference. So anyway, since movies are like forever, it's best to always try to stay away from dating things like in current popular culture, I guess. Anyway, it was still a good scene. It's just a little pet peeve when you do these current cameos, but I get it. It's fun. And I thought Megan Thee Stallion did a great job. So that's pretty much the episode. Overall, I thought it was meh. We do find out a bit more about Emil Blonsky, about the Shang-Chi underground fight, about Wong's role and that sort of thing, and about a little tease to like a villain that is rising. So overall, it was a meh episode for me. So I'm looking forward to episode 4. Hopefully we take it up a notch in both the pacing, the comedy, some more action. That'd be great. And just take it to a new level. All right. So that's my take. What's your take? What did you think about episode 3? Please enter your comments below. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for checking this out. See you later.